Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that to this day still makes me quite emotional. So hopefully we'll be able to get through this video together. It is actually a tribute to somebody I knew for many years, and today is the anniversary of her death. Her name was Theodora Eugenia Cohen. She was born on September 10th, 1968, and she was one of my very best friends. She died December 21st during the Pan Am 103 disaster when the plane exploded over Lockerbie, Scotland. Theo and I knew each other for many years, grade school on up. Her parents were wonderful people. They're both writers, and they actually took me under their wing when I was younger and helped show me how to build a writing career, so I am forever in debt to them for that. In 1988, Theo was attending Syracuse University as a junior. She was only 20 years old, and for those of you that don't know about the Lockerbie disaster, I suggest that you check the articles online and find out more about it. The flight, it was a transatlantic flight from Frankfurt to Detroit via London and New York, and it was blown up by Libyan nationals and was connected to Muammar Gaddafi. It was one of the first acts of terrorism that touched our lives. September 11th was another. Theo and I were supposed to go Christmas shopping after she got back from school, but as I've already stated, she never made it back. 190 Americans died on that flight, 43 British residents, several others. A total of 243 passengers and 16 crew members were lost, along with 11 people on the ground. Now, this is her senior year picture, and I have other photos of her as well that I'm going to share with you. But before I do that, here is a clipping from the disaster in one of the newspapers right after the disaster, and I keep it in my yearbook. This is actually part of Theo's note that she left for me in the yearbook. It was a really long one. It continues on to another page, to this page, and then she went to another page, and then here's the last one with her signature. This one right here is Theo in one of the plays. She was very talented. She sang and danced and acted in different plays, various performances, big part of the drama club. That was her there too. And here we are together actually in the yearbook staff. That's her. That's me. It was the 80s, what can I tell you? She was really good in school and was part of the National Honor Society. And there she is there. Again, this is in 86. And here she is in the women's choir. She was also a very active member of Youth in Government. And here she is, Youth in Government. So we can't forget Drama Club. There she is in Drama Club. Senior year, she won the most dramatic award, which wasn't surprising. That's her there. This is from our 1985 yearbook when she was in Youth in Government. Here are two newspaper articles about the disaster that I tucked away in my 1985 yearbook. You can see they were doing memorial services for her. Here is when she was in chorus and girls choir, 1985. And of course she was in drama club too. There she is up in the back for the drama club photo. We were juniors that year, and that's her picture, high school picture from 1985. You can see she's talking, this is where she signed the yearbook in 1985. And you can see by what she wrote that she's talking about how we knew each other since kindergarten. And that's a picture of her there from one of the plays that she was in that year. This is the 1984 yearbook. And there's a picture of her in one of the performances. And there she is in student council. Here's drama, 1984. Girls chorus, 1984. Audio visual club, 1984. Here's her sophomore year picture. Oh, and this one I had stuck in the 1984 book. This is actually our prom picture. That's me. And that's Theo, and yep, she's wearing a tux. We went to the prom together. This was my date, and this was her date, and she liked to be different, so she dressed in a tux to match her dates, and I dressed as a Southern Belle. We were just a little strange back then. Well, who am I kidding? I'm still strange. But anyway, we took a white Rolls Royce to the prom, so picture all four of us here riding around the white Rolls Royce, and then you can see the other people at our table dressed up in different ways too, so we always thought that we had one of the more interesting tables at the prom. Here's the 1983 yearbook. This is when she was in youth and government. Here's when she was in chorus, girls chorus, and again that's 1983. And of course she was in drama club too. She never missed an opportunity to be in a play or take the stage in some way or another. This was our freshman year, and you can see where she signed my yearbook there, and that's her picture there. This is our 1982 middle school yearbook, and you can see she signed it here. She put more Remember Whens by Theo Cohen. Remember when we used to save our money to call AR from a phone booth? Now I remember that. You used to imitate the way CD used to walk. I don't remember that. JG told blank he had green hair. I remember that. BE chased you around Sullivan Avenue, and we promised we'd be friends forever. I hope we will. I remember that. Save this signature. It will be valuable. And if she didn't die over Lockerbie, it would have been. I have no doubt she would have went on to have a illustrious career in writing, singing, acting, performance, the performing arts. She would have had some kind of connection to the performing arts. I just have no doubt about that. And then here she is in this photo here. This was, like I said, 8th grade. See this other Remember When, where it says FF saved KD from flying pizzas and hit TC instead? Well, that was me, Theo, and a girl named Frances. We had a food fight in the cafeteria, and there was pizza flying all over the place, and Frances grabbed me, pulled me underneath the table, but we didn't pull Theo underneath the table fast enough. She got slapped in the head with a piece of pizza. I have other pictures of Theo too, from when we were kids, from kindergarten straight on through, and I miss her friendship. I really do. And that day that she died was actually very significant for me, other than the fact of losing someone that had been a part of my life for so long. It was actually the first time that terrorism had ever affected my life and made me more aware of the events around me. And then again, I had people connected to me lost, injured, or affected by September 11th. So that was the other time that happened to me. They're both very sensitive subjects for me. But anyway, today I just wanted to give a little tribute to Theo, to remember her and all the other promising lives that were lost over Lockerbie, Scotland that day. Remember, everybody, life is extremely precious. So live every day to the fullest and make sure that the people that you love know how much you care about them. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day.